Okay, hold on. Let's log in to continue. Let's continue. I'm also gonna share this I'm gonna do this typical share with a few other groups, and then we will proceed as usual. So just give me a second, and we should be ready to proceed here. So share to a group. Share. Just share to a few more groups. Yes, if you've if you read the message I left on the top, I won't be doing all Brothers War drafts in the next few weeks. There is a flashback for Kaldheim draft next week. I will be doing that. I might not do it twice because honestly I hated Kaldheim draft. After that it's after 2 weeks, it will be a flashback draft for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. That one I will do a bit more often because that one at least I liked. Anyway, that's it for the introductions. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. As you can see, getting good in Brothers War, it is very possible to get good. Personally, for me, it's a little bit of a struggle. I'm usually not very good at formats where there are bombs that are really very good. Sometimes it can't be avoided, but sometimes that's just how it goes. I would also say that some archetypes are not evenly well balanced as well. That's how I feel at least. But anyway, let's see. Speaking of which, we get... Okay, this is at least removal, but it's in the color that I don't really want to get into. Well, I could get this one and start trying to get as many black cards as possible, but I have to be on the possibility of getting white. It is an exile effect. I am willing to take this at the very least. Otherwise, I'd just be going red for Excavation Explosion, which is also safe, but I'll take this one. It's Sculpting Steel. Power Stone Fracture is removal. I will probably take this over Excavation Explosion since I already passed one. Let's see. Power Stone Engineer, something. Is this the time that we can make white-black work? I honestly don't think so. White-black kind of needs everything to line up well, and I'm not too convinced I can get that to happen. What I will most likely do is I will probably aim for White Soldiers splashing black. If there's one nice thing about this format is that a lot of the cards have single colored pips, so it's very easy to focus on one or the it's very easy to focus. It's reasonably easy to splash. This pack does nothing for us. There's an Obliterating Bolt. We would have been quite rewarded if we went red. I would have gotten Explosion, Bolt. As it is, my pick would be an Ambush Paratrooper. There's also Involuntary Cooldown and whatnot. I'm gonna take the Bolt, see what happens, but I'm not too convinced this is a good pick here. Yeah, we're also noticing a huge lack of white and black, so I'm gonna hedge. I'm gonna do a little bit of hedging. I'm gonna try to pick what I think are the really good cards from a few colors and see what lane I end up in. That's the one part of drafting that I'm supposed to learn after all these years, but I'm not very good at particularly. Drafting is not the easiest thing in the world. Let's see. Okay, at least I know the audio is coming through. I'm not so sure if the desktop audio is coming up. Oh well, we got ourselves another pack. Recommission, but we need to start getting lower drops. No One Left Behind is probably the more flexible of these cards. We'll just need to start picking up big creatures after this point, but this is... Well, there's a Corrupt. There's yet another Excavation Explosion, yet another Power Stone Fracture. This is going to be very interesting. I could go on the black train, yet I'm passing this one. Passing another Excavation Explosion does not feel right. I could just go black-red at this point. Though I'm passing a Corrupt, which is quite ideal. I guess I take the Corrupt. That might not be a very good choice though. Hey Jericho Ilagan, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Musta na? I hope everything is going well for you. Well, we got ourselves another Power Stone Fracture, so all we need now are actual creatures and we're good. Lauren, we're probably not going to go into white if we have a choice, so we probably want to be on the lookout for cheaper creatures, but I'm going to take as much removal as possible first. We'll try to pick up some creatures on return. Pendragon, Strongbull. We could go into black-red Artifact Sacrifice. This would be one of our enablers here. I probably would like it over Killzone Acrobat. Yeah, I guess we go for this one at least. There's a Pristine Talisman, which is quite nice as well, but... Okay, we're definitely going black at this point. We just got ourselves Gnawing Vermin. That's a good start. Gruesome Realization's fine. Dwarven Forge Chanter. If I had not passed so many red cards, I would have taken that. Yeah, in hindsight, I probably should have gone into red. But it's not quite too... And... we can still go into black-red. This one I don't think feels good, but it's still a 2-drop. Well, I guess I will take that. I probably like that over the Swiftgear Drake at least. We should also be on the lookout for larger creatures though, too. No. Blast Runner. I guess I take the Forge Chanter for now. We have enough spells at least. Yeah, good. Haven't fired Arena lately. Yeah, I think Arena's going to quite slow down because everyone's looking forward to Phyrexia All Will Be One. I'll take the supply drop, but I probably don't want to run that. So... Bitter Reunion is fine. Also another card I don't really want to run, but... Well, and now we have 2 of them. But it does give us a few options here. Yeah, from what I've heard, a lot of people are looking forward to Phyrexia All Will Be One. There's a lot. We are still about less than a month away, so, but it's still quite a bit of a wait. Actually, no, I think we're close to about a month away, so it's gonna be a while. That said, we still quite a lot of things to enjoy there. So Burnished Heart, this can help us fix our colors at least. It also helps us gun for more swamps. Okay, got ourselves a Transpider. Create a Power Stone token. Look at the top 4 cards. Okay, it's a shame that these are... There's an Emergency Weld. I probably will take the Transpider. Not giving our opponent another... Also giving our opponent the Power Stone token, not the greatest thing. But we do have 2 Power Stone Fractures, so we have something to work with it. We'll also start taking Junkyard Geniuses at this point. Blitz Automaton's also a good choice. Scoring Warplow, yet another Power Stone Fracture. I think I want to at least take 1 Genius. Then we'll start seeing if we can get some of those red cards back, though it's quite unlikely. Fall of Krug, Foundry Inspector. Foundry Inspector might not be a bad choice. Actually, Gixian Infiltrator is also a good fit here as well. Yeah, I think we take that one. We don't have enough artifacts to justify the Foundry Inspector yet. Though we can take this in anticipation of... Now we'll take the Infiltrator. Well, got ourselves a Mox Amber. I could just take another one for the rares. Nothing else very great. There's a sibling rivalry which we could kind of take advantage of. I'm just gonna take the mythic because I'm greedy. Sorry guys, that's probably not the best pick. Yeah, but it's nice to see that everyone is doing good, doing well. That's pretty much all we could ask for in this time. Like, I know everything's kind of picking up back to normal, but sometimes there's always this part in the back of your mind where you're worried about how will the future still be going back to normal? Will it still be great? We just have to be patient, at least. We're also gonna have to be patient that we can hit something good here. Yeah, I'm already regretting not getting those extra removal cards. That said, Tracks of Demons a fit here. So we're keeping low to the ground this time. We probably want to get a few top-end artifacts, preferably the prototype ones. Also, we're kind of missing a big bomb to finish things off. The Legions to Ashes is kind of like a one-drop, one splash at least. Hey, thank you for sharing the stream, friend. It's very kind of you. That's very... Actually, one can say that yeah, because it's a bit interesting to be doing this at a time where everyone's kind of hazy over what's going on with Wizards. Why are the suits kind of out of touch? What are they up to? All I could say is that in the end, the people who make this game is the community, so it might not... Do I want to take this one? We'll probably take this one, but we could also just take another Dwarven Forge Chanter. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take one more. We'll take this one. Not so sure if that fits. Ooh, Defense Grid. It's probably better. I could just take another Rock Hunter, but I'm gonna take Defense Grid. Probably not gonna run it. Actually, no. Might be a good idea to actually run it. We still want to be main black as much as possible. So as much as I want to take the other Rock Hunter, I will take the Killzone Acrobat here. There's a Moment of Defiance that's nice. Clay Revenant is fine. There's a Tomrical Scrapsmith, but that probably might go because we don't have enough. We don't have enough artifacts to justify. Yeah, for those wondering about the future of Magic and Magic in specific, future of D&D and whatnot, one way to remember, at least the one thing we can take comfort in is that even if the worst thing would happen to the companies, I believe the community can pick up the slack. There was one example that, well, we're definitely taking this one. I don't think we're going to get Mishra, but I still think Dragon Engine's quite a good pick here as well. What we're going to pick? Swift Spear? Swift Spear is fine. But we're definitely taking the Dragon Engine here. Probably not going to get Mishra. We got Juggernaut. There's Battlefield Butchers. There's Mishra's Juggernaut, which is even more but we kind of need a big top-end creature as well. I guess we could just take the Battlefield Butcher. We will get enough creatures to die that we can kind of activate this every now and again. The Killzone Acrobat is probably the weakest one. I'm kind of okay with Strong Bull. Chain Dancer is kind of fine, but not the greatest. We'll definitely have to take... Okay. As much as I want to go for the Throat, I will take the Overwhelming Remorse first. We need at least one really hard removal. I've kind of learned from that last time. So, one is... Okay, let's count the ones that we can rely on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 pieces of relatively reliable removal. This one's semi-reliable because we need the white. Ferric Blast needs a decent sized creature, of which we don't really have any. Yeah, we need... Ashnod's Intervention kind of buffs it. I guess we can take the Energy Refractor as a backup. Gruesome Realization kind of helps us as well, so we'll probably take that. But let's do a sanity check. 15 and 9. Okay. We'll probably have to give most likely the Ferric Blast. Though we do have enough cheap creatures that we're actually casting No One Left Behind on the cheap. Unfortunately, we're not getting any of the big creatures that we kind of need, so that's probably going to be a problem. I want to take this, but we have to take Carrier Locust here. Though funny enough, that was the card that kind of ended me in the last draft. Only because my opponent happened to have that dumb portal, and I had... Okay, maybe you cut the Cliff Stomper now. Yeah, we want to lean this towards black, so... I can force... Though this one's sack an artifact, we barely have any, so I think Killzone Acrobat might be better in this case. I have to take the Dragon Engine here. I want to take Kyla, but didn't work out last time. So we kind of have to take this one. We need to have a top end at least. And we can cast this as a tree drop if we have to, so that's going in. Just doing a sanity check. Okay, we're actually getting some big ones. They are reliant on red, so okay, we can drop the Scrapsmith. Combat Courier, Gix's Caress, Chain Dancer, Sibling Rivalry. Now just take the Disciples of Gix. Probably not going to run it because we don't have any Unearthed. Liquid Metal Coating. I might just take another Rock Hunter here. We can give up the Forge Chanter in this case. Do I really want any of these? No. Probably take down the Lay Down Arms. I guess I could have also taken the green one, but I really value having the option to the option to cast as a prototype. I'll take the Springleaf Drum as an extra option. Well, yeah, actually looking over at the recent products, I have to say that Dominaria Remastered is the product we really wanted. You could say that one can say that Dominaria Remastered is the product that was really meant for us. Then the Magic 30th and the Magic 30th anniversary not legal stuff. That one is just to make the suits happy. So we can just leave it at that, I suppose. Probably do want to have the Springleaf Drum. We have 16 creatures. Let's see what So I want to maximize the 2s and 3s. Transpider. I might actually just ditch the Transpider here. It's a 2/4 for 3 mana with reach. Okay, it gives us a Power Stone token. Okay, but we're not exactly in a rush. It's not gonna... It will only help us cast 2 spells. Activate Burnished Heart. Unearthed Phyrexian War Engine. That's about it. I guess I can safely cut the Transpider because I feel like it's gonna betray us at some point. Do I want to run defense grid? How many instants do we actually have? Sorcery, 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 sorcery. This is the only card that's instant, so I would dare run defense grid because we're not exactly responding to our opponent's stuff anyway. So that means we still have to cut two. Probably cut the no one left behind for now. Yeah, we'd like to get stuff back, but probably not too much. I'll keep the rock hunters, but yeah, definitely keeping all the battlefield butcher is fine, I guess. Okay, not liking the mana fix. I can get away with 2 plains and 9 swamps here at least. Keep the 6 mountains because we only have actually 5. I think I'm willing to go 10-6-1 here. And if things get really bad, I can just cut the legions to ashes altogether and just go for 10-7 there. But we'll run it like this for now. Yeah, we're keeping the extra 41st card. See if it pans out or not. Jumpstart 2022. Yeah, I like that one. I like that product a bit. I think Jumpstart 2022 feels like the apology to all the mediocre Jumpstart sets that they came out. The ones that come out with the starter. Okay, definitely keeping this. We can Gruesome Realization, especially if our opponent's dropping small creatures like this. I just realized that we did not hit, but we hit our white splash, we did not hit our red, so that might be a problem. We'll see. Okay, we hit the Gixian Infiltrator. So this only hits creatures our opponents control. We can actually just drop Valaji Chain Dancer right away. Is our opponent gonna go for the 4/4? No, they're just going to go for the swing. I will take. Let's see what their follow-up is. They usually have a 3-drop here. No 3-drop. Do they have a counter spell? If they have a counter spell, I want them to use it up right away. Oh no, just draw 2 cards. Discard, create a tap Power Stone token. We'll need to draw cards soon. If they unearth the Onulet, what's that give them? A 4/4. Okay, so we're taking a bit of damage here. I'm hoping they cast something big at least so we can at least lead Tokasha, Dig Site Mentor. Opponent might surveil. Kind of want to draw cards though. Because I can knock this too, but this will still be up. Yeah, we'll just knock Tokasha down. Opponent's going to surveil in response. So yeah, might as well activate this for no real good reason. You're probably going to take 5 damage on the way back. It is what it is. No, prison sentence. Okay. Opponent does get a free scry. We have ways to sacrifice, so hopefully we can hit those. I still am holding on to this because I need to decide if I want to draw cards or not. Opponent is scrying 2 to the bottom. I think I want to draw the 2 cards. Yeah, Burnish Heart. That's a good one. I'm gonna hold back because I know I can sacrifice this for free, air quotes. Opponent's curating, so just trying to draw into more cards. Cool. It looks like they're not planning to unearth anytime soon. I think our opponent might have stretched their mana quite a bit. I want to play the Burnish Heart first. This might eat. Maybe our opponent counters this. Nope. Okay. We can swing. We can swing with both. We can sacrifice another creature or artifact. We will sacrifice this. Opponent has a Zephyr Sentinel. Probably blocks the kill zone art. Is this a soldier? No, it's not a soldier. Okay, sure. Let's see what our opponent blocks. If they block the Infiltrator, I can sack Burnish Heart. They block the kill zone artifact. Yeah, that goes. And next turn I can end of turns this. I can give up the Springleaf Drum at this point already. I have way too much mana. Opponent hit their double green. So other creatures you control gain menace and haste. If our opponent drops one creature, I might actually hold this back because I can play Junkyard Genius, sack this, swing for 7. That might be a better play. Titania's Command drops 2 creatures, so okay, so that option is slightly off the table. Unfortunately, we're still kind of drawing into a lot of land. I also realized I should have... Oh, wait. Other creatures you control get +1/+0, but that... I'm swinging with this. If our opponent double blocks, I can actually clear the board. Which is, yeah, as you can... unfortunately, I had to give all that up just because of Titania's Command. So in the end, I am going to lose to a stupid rare. Let's see, maybe I can get out of it. Nope. This is how we lose. Off the back of a rare, which is kind of why I kind of hate this format. So we're gonna be taking some hits here. Thankfully, our opponent is also kind of third pot savant. Okay, they. Not ideal. I probably should have gone for face instead. So taking a bit of hit, yeah, taking quite a bit of hurt here. Battlefield Butcher, probably gonna... Unfortunately, we got really flooded here. Though our opponent did catch up on mana, so that was another issue. So I'm probably gonna just... Unfortunately, we need to block these two big ones. Maybe we could hit one of our removal spells, but it's quite unlikely. Yeah, unfortunately, our opponent just dropped everything. We only have a defense. Yeah, that was very unfortunate, and it's kind of why I'm very bitter about this format. It's stupid when it's stupid when you're only having fun because you hit your rares. Could we have held on to our position? Could we have held on to a blocking position instead? I don't know. I did not expect to draw that many duds right after. That's a problem. Maybe I will put in the supply drop again, because that is also a free sacrifice and a free buff. But yeah, if we keep losing to rares, it makes this probably very unfun as a format. Let's see. I'm willing to keep this one even if we don't get our 2 drop down, because we at least have multiple 3 drops that we can play. Oh no, we hit it in time. Am I willing to trade this? Let's see what our opponent drops. I am actually I am willing to trade in a manner of speaking. Now our opponent could have their own flyers, but we should get a few hits in before it gets out of control. But if I see what yet another... Oh, opponent is not dropping the rare. We'll swing first, make our opponent cast something. That should give us... Okay, ambush paratrooper. Okay. So next turn we can sack this, get ourselves a swamp and a plains. I could go for the 2 swamps, but I would rather... No point giving up the Burnish Heart for no good reason. Opponent has a top tier mechanic. One of the better cards, I'd say. If our opponent swings with the engineer, I'm just going to take it. Wow, we're flooding again. Who would have thought? Now this doesn't get the haste, so... Or the menace, so I'm actually going to swing with just the Burnish Heart. And if anything bad were to happen to this, I can always just crack it for 2 lands. But yeah, this... I guess I sack this now. It thins the deck at least. Well, Power Stone Fracture. I'm gonna take that out before it gets out of hand. No point trading into that. Let's see if we can hit anything that's not a land, please. Well, actually, opponent goes Stern Lesson, drawing cards. Looks like blue might be one of the better colors now, though it's just might be just me being envious. Am I willing to trade the Topter Mechanic for Junkyard Genius? The opponent is not, so we'll leave it at that. Garcels attracts a demon. We might need to sack the Junkyard Genius to draw cards. Opponent is really getting into the card draw. The Power Stone tokens are more of the concern for me now. We have one bit of hard removal. We just need Combat Courier. Okay, that one not too bad. I'm surprised the opponent's still not swinging with Topter Mechanic. Maybe I should have taken that one out, but no, both of them would have been growing anyway. I am going to appreciate the draw 3 cards here at least. And at least I have options for sacking the board at least. Opponent cast their own Burnish Heart. Okay, sure. I am willing to block Topter Mechanic with the Dragon Engine. So you draw a card. So at least that neuters to gain 2 life. And I probably want to give up the Traxadim. Probably the Junkyard Genius instead. That all of a sudden I kind of regret not having the No One Left Behind now. So opponent is gonna crack for 2 lands, sure. I did target the right card, yeah. That's a Topter token, so we're kind of racing up there. At the least I can unearth this one. Get myself extra cards, sack the Traxademon. Probably drop a 5/5 first. So we can bide our time at least with Battlefield Butcher. Opponent does have the Suchi Cave Guard. It has a huge ward cost. I can swing this one the first time, but it's just gonna get eaten by the token. Wow. Might as well play this. Yes, discard, draw 3 cards. Only the kill zone acrobat is used. Ooh, gruesome, yeah. So I'm actually gonna hold back here. I do like to draw more cards, but clearing this board is probably just as important. I am willing to give up the Killzone Acrobat. This doesn't have... Actually, no. I'll take the hit first. We do have enough mana to nuke the Cave Guard. Let's see, what do they have in response here? If they ever Urza's command, let's see. That's fine. So it reduces the amount of damage. So I need to preserve at least 3 mana. I need to preserve at least some 3 mana. Opponent going for static net exile. So we'll see what they exile. They could exile the Dragon Engine, which would be annoying. Yeah. Oh wait, I can activate this for free now. But yeah, this is going really bad only because of the mass amount of rares. Thankfully, your opponent just sacked that. Sure. Yeah, again, we're losing to another command. It feels really stupid here. Okay, we at least hit our removal spells. Target player mills 2 cards. Opponent's down to 12. Let's get them to mill 2 more. Okay, those are good mills. I kind of want to draw another card, but yeah, the situation is quite precarious. Sure. Let's see how things go. At least we took out 2 creatures on the way. How many creatures does our opponent still have left? Just more removal. Can't activate its abilities anymore, but that's meh, fine. We haven't, have we played our Corrupt yet? I think we have. Yeah, we've already played that. Opponent's still gonna curate into the... Unfortunately, if we don't answer the next creature, we're dead. It's a Wing Commando. Yeah, it's a Springleaf Drum. Ay, ay, ay. This is... Yeah, this feels really stupid. We're just losing to commands back and forth. It's not funny. Oh yeah, Joe Mariao, and thank you for liking the stream. So let's see, can we make any changes? I probably want to cut the Springleaf Drum at this point, so that tightens the deck up a little bit more. Ashnod's Intervention might be... We kind of... The problem is we tend to run out of resources, so I think I want the No One Left Behind back. So we'll put that in. Probably end up cutting... Probably cutting the Mind Work. I could just cut the Defense Grid also, because it's the times where... Because it's the times when it's useful is super rare. I'm just gonna drop it altogether. Yeah, there are many times when we really could have used one of our cards back. But yeah. You know, okay, we're gonna keep this one. At least we got a decent. At least we got a good running start here. But if I end up losing to another stupid rare again, that's it. I'm done with this format. So I have to play Rock Hunter first at this point. Blue-black is the more synergistic one, but if the synergy doesn't line up, then you're in real trouble. Opponent discards an Overwhelming Remorse. Okay. So if our opponent swings with this one, at least I can go Blitz Automaton, then we can start racing back. This one's honestly a glorified removal spell. It's still removal. It's probably does not justify the cost of stretching my mana base. It's just one card though. It's not really a stretch. I could swing Blitz. I can go for the Blitz Automaton now, but I can threaten something more. There is a chance our opponent... Now, to be fair, does this qualify as a dumb rare? 3 mana, 2/2 double strike with a special ability on Unearth. It's... I don't know, it's because you're either winning off the back of your rare or you're losing off the back of your rare. It's... Opponent plays an Adaptive Automaton. Probably names Human or Phyrexian. Those are... Soldier. Oh, so this is a Soldier deck? Okay, sure. I am willing to take that one because, heck, because I'm dealing more damage back. This figure is in Dominaria United. They might have... Yeah, the double strike at least prevents that shenanigan. I'm still thinking back to that previous game. If maybe I should have just drawn the 2 cards. Opponent goes Trench Stalker. So we're not swinging with this anytime soon. If we can hit another red mana, then this would be a good sacrifice target. I would ideally want to hit 7 mana for this. We could just do block draw card for the most part. Well, block draw card, play Mind Workers also counts as well. So we're kind of now in a standstill. We're gonna see who can get out of this faster. I would like to gain more life with this one first, but probably sack this right away. Drawing more lands is not the worst because our plan is to go for 7 anyway. This makes it awkward because I need 3 mana up all the time. If I had 6 mana, that would be fine. I'm actually gonna just pass. Once I get enough creatures in the yard, then I'll consider dropping Battlefield Butcher. The longer the game goes, it's actually not good for us though. Opponent probably should have done that earlier. Oh well. I'm just guessing they don't need it right away. Opponent did. Well, looks like they're digging for something. Okay, they're not digging for that, that's for sure. Razor Lash Transmogrant. It's annoying, but it's not the worst. Let's see how much time we can keep buying, because our okay, there's an okay, we can hold that up. Opponent's not gonna really suspect anything. They're probably suspecting that I'm missing land drops, which is true. I am missing land drops. Okay, at least Rock Hunter can block this. Overwhelming Remorse can. Let's see what our opponent's response to this is. Okay. Cool. I am tempted to just Overwhelming Remorse the Wing Commando if our opponent taps out a bit though. Though the Trench Stalker is also annoying. I should probably consider it. Let's see if we can convince our opponent to... Our opponent might end up... Okay, no, they just let it go. Maybe they have their own. No, they don't. I could swing a Trirection Dragon Engine, but it's probably just going to eat Angel Synthesis or the Wing Commando. I kind of want to hit the double red first, so I'm not in a rush to do that. If our opponent has like some sort... Okay, they just have another Trench Stalker. To be fair, it's a solid strategy for, though it's albeit mostly vanilla. I am willing to pull the trigger on this one because okay, they actually did not hit. It's actually a straight trade. I'm happy with that. Yeah, no need to activate that. This makes it a 6/4. We'll just play Chain Dancer first. So now I have the option of activating this in addition to this. So this is our long-term plan. Well, can't do anything about that. We probably lose the Blitz Automaton after all this time, but eh. I'm really curious as to why our opponent seems to be stuck here. Anyway, we're getting rid of the Transmogrant, so at least that's out of the equation. If our opponent doesn't do anything, we're going to win this one. I'm just waiting for the moment our opponent drops a dumb rare, and here we go again. So our opponent can give target soldier flying, so it's either of these two. Yeah, we're in for the long haul, guys. Our opponent will have to give something flying and give up something, so I'm okay with this. If it's not pans out, I just sack the Traxodemon. Opponent's actually gonna take it. Yeah, he just let it go. Yeah, you missed the window. You're supposed to activate this earlier. It's too late to do that now. You're past blockers. Oh wait, no. Are we still in blockers? No, we're in damage already, right? No, we're still in blockers. Okay, I think that's fine. Oh no, we did pass blockers. I think our opponent goofed up. Yeah. You know, we only used one piece of removal. The opponent concedes there. Not the most exciting of wins, but I really prefer certainty over anything else. Well, we're one. Okay, let's see how any game could be our last here. So I'm hoping we do at least get a string of reasonable games. At this point, because any rare could win it, I'm not... Okay, I'm willing to keep this one. We can at least get turn 3 Blitz Automaton, which we can use Power Stone Fracture for if we have to. And the dead Blitz Automaton will fuel the... Will be able to fuel Overwhelming Remorse. I might play the Dragon Engine. Actually, let's offer the trade right away. Yeah, let's just offer it right away, get it out of the way. Let's see what our opponents follow up as. We might be able to like we could do Gnawing Vermin combo with Power Stone Fracture if we have to. Opponent goes Air Marshal. We'll make this 1 mil. Ooh, what did we? Okay, that was a very good mill. Now, whether to mill your opponent or not really depends on the colors. Unearthed is mostly white, red, black, so those are the scarier ones. If our opponent drops a big creature, we just Power Stone Fracture that creature, sack the Gnawing Vermin, take out the Air Marshal in the process. Start going for the engine, I guess. Opponent has Takasha again. Yeah, there we go. That's the mini one too. Well, let's see. It's 2 cards. It's technically 2 cards for 2 cards, but we did get some value up. And it's gonna take a while for our opponent to exile this, so we should be fine. How much is this? 8 mana. We just need to clear the board for the most part until that point. Coastal Bulwark again. Opponent must be in the Coastal Bulwark plant. There's a Yoshin Medic. We will nuke the Coastal Bulwark. Opponent could chump block, but they're... Yeah, we're doing that because we are now going to draw 2 cards. Perfect. Actually, not so perfect. It's still 2 lands. We've been quite unlucky in that end. And this is target artifact cards. There are 2 in question. There would have been 3 if we... under normal circumstances. We would just have to keep pushing up against the opponent until then. At least we have a corrupt if... okay, that's not it. I think it's meant to fuel Takasha. Stasis Coffin. Well, it blanks for 1 turn. That is something. So I'm going to hold back the corrupt. Like if our, is this also need to double check when this sorcery activation also? Yeah, since opponent might sack that to draw. Okay, no, they're really gunning for this one. We can at least nuke the Root War Amalgam with Corrupt, so at least that will delay them a bit. This only protects... Oh, Urza Lord Protector. This might be word. Okay, drawing a card into another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm basically going to, I have to hold this back, but I also need to encourage our opponent to give up Urza, because if they happen to hit that eighth land, I will need to nuke it though, and this one only reduces cost, so that's not the worst. Yeah, I figured they would land the 8th land. Do they go for it now? They kind of have to. So the Bulwark's going to be annoying, but I can at least prevent this one from being a problem. Now, if I swing with the Dragon Engine, it just... I guess I do swing with the engine. So if I hit the white mana, sure. If not, I am more than happy to pitch it. I'm going to be really annoyed if our opponent does have Mightstone and Weakstone. Nope, Zephyr Sentinel. Bounces it back. Okay, that's just to replay it, sure. It's a May, you didn't have to. Now, hoping to not draw any more lands at this point. Yeah, you have to discard. So this is a bit on the tense side though. At least we're able to draw some cards back. At least we can kind of buy some time, but if our opponent has anything reasonably big, we need to hit removal or it's all over for us. We have an Obliterating Bolt. We still have one more Power Stone Fracture. No, opponent concedes. Looks like they ran out of time too. Though I would say that was an interesting time to choose to concede. Their life total, they might have hit another land at that point. I think they were expecting to win off to Kasha. but that did not happen. Anyway, let's see if we can get at least one more win. That should net us 1,000 gems back. Hopefully we can hit more. Well, let's see. Let's make it happen. Also, after this, I will have to do a few rounds of Pokemon Unite. I'm not aiming for Master this time. I just want to chill for now. I'll worry about that next season. And this is super. No, this is not really playable. Okay, this is more playable. We still have the Obliterating Bolt. I'm probably gonna pitch the Chain Dancer though. Because Chain Dancer, it's a 2/4, but it's not the strongest card in the bunch. Now, this is a side effect of me going for the max Swamp plan. Well, at least we hit the Burnished Heart, so we have an option to hit our lands this way. We can in fact hit both our splash colors, so if nothing bad happens, sure. Otherwise, I'm still hoping to hit Phalanx Vanguard. I'm gonna offer this. See if the opponent takes it. This is a super gamble, and for the most part, I really should not be offering it because that's my main sacrifice outlet. But I want to see the demeanor of our opponent. It also gives us a clue at what's in our opponent's hand. If our opponent's willing to block this, they have a lot more creatures or ways to get things back. Or just for prison sadness. Okay. It's a good thing I did not drop Burnished Heart there. I'll be annoyed if they have another prison sentence. Yeah, that would make white really the real superior color here. Yeah, that was not a good gamble in hindsight. Our opponent now white-black has plenty of. Yeah, might as well go for it now. Our opponent might have a bigger creature, but our plan now is to actually just sack the Dragon Engine. If we hit the land anyway, I would really do it because that gives us both sacking the Dragon Engine and sacking Burnished Heart to fill our mana needs. Yeah, in hindsight, I probably would have preferred. Oh, Power Blade. Okay, but no creature? I'm gonna go conservative and just swing with the Burnished Heart. Definitely holding back. Yeah, opponent has something for sure. I'm gonna hold back Tracks of Demon because I want to sack the engine. Also, still want to sack the heart. We're out of cards now, so it's definitely the best time to unearth. Because there are things like Ambush Paratrooper. No, Resolute Reinforcements is in Dominaria United. Okay, opponent's gonna pass. They did have an Ambush Paratrooper. Okay. Yeah, I needed to do it like this because I... Now, there is in Calamity's Wake, but that's an enchantment. Ugh, we hit another land. Which is, well, still fine, I guess. Opponent might have another... Wait, our opponent can activate this. That could be what's holding it up. They could have another ambush paratrooper or whatnot. Opponent is taking their time here. We definitely want to cast this first. I am going to cast the Dragon Engine also. Because there are ways to exile cards from yards, and I really need those 3 cards now. Yeah, solid. Yeah, though in this case, we are winning, but it's off the back of the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. The previous game felt much better. Let's see, another ambush paratrooper, predictable. If it's unlikely our opponent's going to play another ambush paratrooper. They're kind of, looks like they're out anyway. Yeah, they're out. So we're going to go Legions to Ashes, play the Junkyard Genius. We'll swing with the Traxodemon this time. I'm doing it like this because there is the off chance where we can... Yeah, this is a bit greedy here. But I'm doing this because there's the off chance that we can hit our opponent for 6. This is an any target spell. Opponent has their own corrupt. And yep, I can't sacrifice that. Well, so they gain 3 life. So we just need to take them down to 7. Opponent has their own Traxodemon. So we're probably gonna sack this token. Okay, Rock Hunter's good. Opponent ideally wants to have another creature. Emergency Weld. Okay. I did consider one of those. We just went with the No One Left Behind instead. Yeah, I'm getting rid of their card draw engine. Yeah, they can equip it, but it's not the worst. Killzone Acrobats. Another sack. I might actually just take the hit for now. Depending on the situation, this does have vigilance, so it would be a weird sequence here. We have 8 mana. So we're gonna see if our opponent... We have 8 8 swamps. 9 swamps. Whew! I was worried our opponent might have a response to this. Like deadly riposte, I should double check, but I believe that is an instant, so that would have been concerning. Oh well, at least we did get that. So we got 3 wins, which is better. I still want more. Let's see if we can get more. Okay, this one is very keepable. All our colors, turn 2 Rock Hunter, turn 3 Engine. No one left behind to buy back the Fire Action Dragon Engine if it gets to that. Oh, they're gonna take the go for the throat, sure. Which means we do play Dragon Engine. That should stymie their removal. Opponent goes top their mechanic. Opponent goes Scrapwork Rager. It's a good thing it asked. Take out the Scrapwork Rager. We can no one left behind, but I want to save it. I don't know why, I just feel like I have to save it for some reason. Now if our opponent has Overwhelming Remorse, it would be for naught. We would lose the Dragon Engine. Opponent has a Flesh Gorger. So now we have an interesting race situation here. Yeah, has to block. Machine over matter returns it. Okay. Interesting tech. Our opponent could have bounced it earlier, I guess. Again, I'm playing artifact creatures because of the go for the throat. Opponent goes for a Stern Lesson. Gonna buff this up significantly. We definitely want to hit our swamps now at this point, so something to keep in mind. If our opponent swings with just the Flesh Gorger, I am willing to take it. If our opponent swings with Top Tier Mechanic, I am going to block it. Opponent is looking for a way to nuke the Dragon Engine. Power Stone Fracture does it. I did say I was going to take it anyway. That's funny. Probably lose the Traxa Demon. Yeah, at least we can start really thinning the deck out now. I am... Yeah, so you can see it's now a battle of rare versus mythic. It's just for the block. If our opponent does anything to either one of these, I'm gonna sack the heart anyway. Desynchronize. So definitely want to sack this first so I don't shuffle it accidentally. Opponent might end up just casting Gold for the Throat on either one of these two at this point. This is going to be a tough one. I really need removal for this. Opponent is letting it go. I am willing to mill our opponent here because our way of getting cards back is not here anymore. Okay, Sage of Latnam's a good mill. They did have the Overwhelming Remorse. Well, I figured they would have it eventually. So yeah, that did not do. We still get to draw a card. But all things considered, now we need to hit removal. Okay, there is a Mind Worker. Hello? Tane. Okay, opponent. Now they have the Gruesome Realization. So let's see. Yeah, this is probably where we lose. Okay. I think we might be able to race it. If opponent just has to hold one card back though. Our guy they have, yep, that's it. And they just have the one man, and they have the one man left over for haste. Yeah, that's it. That was so close. As you can see, it's it's really just the rares and the mythics that carry this game. You can kind of ignore almost every other card that's not removal. It's discard 0, draw 3 lands. Yeah, that was probably... It could be worse. I could have been drawing the 3 lands one after the other. So at least it gave us a much better chance, but it's still kind of miserable. At least we got 1,000 gems this time, so can't complain too much. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, nice altar. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Many thanks to those who tuned in. Thank you, Jericho Ilagan. Thank you, Joe Mariaon. I am kind of looking forward to doing probably one Kaldheim draft. I'm gonna figure out which one I hate more between that one and Brothers War. I think I would still say that Brothers War might still be the more playable one. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.